Have you ever walked into a store planning to spend $30 and somehow walked out $100 poorer? Or opened your phone just to check one thing and ended up buying something you never planned to purchase? That probably wasn't an accident. Companies spend billions of dollars figuring out how to get you to spend more often, and faster. They use limited time offers, fake urgency, discounts, free shipping thresholds, subscription traps, strategic product placement, social proof, and psychological pricing to make spending feel like the smart decision. And here's the important part. You don't have to stop shopping or become suspicious of every company to protect your money. You simply need to recognize the tactics being used against you. Once you understand how marketing works, you can create a pause between seeing an offer and opening your wallet. That pause can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars over time. The goal isn't to avoid every purchase. It's to make sure your purchases are actually your decisions. In this video, we're breaking down some of the most common marketing tricks designed to separate you from your money and, more importantly, how to fight back. Because every dollar you don't waste is a dollar you can redirect toward savings, debt payoff, investing, or your financial goals. Your money is valuable. Let's make sure you're spending it because you want to, not because a marketing strategy convinced you to. One of the most powerful marketing tactics is urgency. You've probably seen messages like, "Only 2 left," "Sale ends tonight," "Last chance," or "Offer expires in 15 minutes." These messages are designed to make you feel like you have to make a decision immediately. And when you feel rushed, you're less likely to stop and ask the most important question. Did I actually want this before I saw the offer? That question can completely change your spending behavior. Before responding to a countdown timer or a limited time sale, give yourself a waiting period. For small purchases, wait at least a few minutes. For larger purchases, consider waiting 24 hours or even several days. If the deal is truly valuable, you can evaluate it later. The goal is to separate urgency from necessity. Another common tactic is the discount illusion. A company might show an item as 50% off, but that doesn't automatically mean you're saving money. If you weren't planning to buy the product, spending $50 instead of $100 isn't saving $50. It's spending $50. A discount only saves you money if the purchase was necessary or already planned. This is where having a financial plan becomes powerful. When your paycheck already has assigned priorities, you know whether an unexpected purchase fits your plan. Instead of asking, "Is this a good deal?" ask, "Was this on my financial shopping list?" If the answer is no, the discount may not be a deal at all. Another powerful marketing strategy is making you spend more to feel like you're saving money. One of the most common examples is the free shipping threshold. You're $12 away from qualifying for free shipping, so you add something you don't need. You might think, "I'm saving $8 on shipping," but if you spend $12 to avoid an $8 fee, you didn't save money. You spent more. This same psychology appears in bundled deals, buy one get one offers, and volume discounts. The product may technically be cheaper per unit, but buying more of something you don't need is still spending more money. Subscriptions are another area where consumers can lose money without realizing it. A service might offer a cheap introductory price, a free trial, or an automatic renewal. You sign up because the initial cost seems insignificant, then forget about it. Months later, you're paying for something you barely use. Create a simple subscription audit once every few months. Look at your bank and credit card statements and identify every recurring charge. Ask yourself, would I sign up for this today if I didn't already have it? If the answer is no, consider canceling it. The money you recover can be redirected toward a financial goal. PaycheckPlanner.ai can help you keep your expenses and financial priorities organized, so recurring spending doesn't quietly take over your paycheck. Remember, marketers want convenience and automatic spending. You want intentional spending. The more visible your expenses are, the easier it becomes to protect your cash. Marketing also relies heavily on social proof. You see thousands of 5-star reviews, influencers recommending a product, celebrities using it, or a message saying, "Everyone is buying this." The psychological message is simple. Other people have already decided this is valuable, so you should too. But popularity doesn't automatically mean something belongs in your budget. A product can be excellent and still be completely unnecessary for you. Before making a purchase based on reviews or recommendations, ask yourself 3 questions. Do I need it? Can I afford it without disrupting my financial goals? And would I still want it if nobody else knew I owned it? That last question is especially powerful because some purchases are driven more by identity than utility. We buy certain clothes, cars, gadgets, or experiences because we want to feel successful, attractive, current, or included. Marketing understands these emotions extremely well. It doesn't always sell the product. Sometimes it sells the person you imagine becoming after you buy the product. The solution isn't to eliminate emotional spending completely. Instead, create a spending category specifically for enjoyment. When fun money is part of your plan, you can spend it without guilt while protecting your bigger financial priorities. The problem isn't buying something you enjoy. The problem is letting an emotional purchase take money away from something you said mattered more. When you create boundaries before you encounter the marketing, it becomes much easier to resist the pressure. You don't need stronger willpower. You need a stronger plan. The simplest weapon against marketing tricks is something incredibly boring: the pause. Marketing works best when you react immediately. The ad appears, you click. The sale starts, you buy. The countdown begins, you panic. The influencer recommends it, you order. The pause breaks that cycle. Before buying something unplanned, step away from the screen. Put it in your cart and leave it there. Write down what it costs. Then compare that amount with your financial priorities. What else could that money accomplish? Maybe $75 could go toward your emergency fund. Maybe $150 could reduce your credit card balance. Maybe $200 could help fund an upcoming bill. Maybe you genuinely want the purchase and that's okay too. The important thing is that you made the decision consciously. You can also create rules for yourself. For example, anything over $50 gets a 24-hour waiting period. Anything over $200 gets a 7-day waiting period. You could also remove saved payment information from shopping websites, so buying requires an additional step. These tiny barriers can reduce impulse purchases because they create time for your rational brain to catch up with your emotional reaction. And remember, marketing is not your enemy. Businesses need to sell products. Your responsibility is simply to understand the game. Once you recognize urgency, scarcity, discounts, social proof, bundles, subscriptions, and emotional triggers, you can start seeing the strategy behind the advertisement. Awareness gives you options. Options give you control. And control helps you keep more of your cash. The ultimate goal isn't to become someone who never spends money. It's to become someone who spends intentionally. Every time you avoid an unnecessary purchase, you're not just keeping money in your account. You're giving that money another opportunity. It can build your emergency fund. It can reduce debt. It can fund an investment account. It can pay for something you actually value. It can create breathing room in your budget. That's why your paycheck needs a plan before marketing gets a chance to influence it. PaycheckPlanner.ai can help you organize your income, expenses, savings, goals, debt priorities, and spending plans so you know what your money is supposed to accomplish. Then, when an advertisement tells you that you need something immediately, you can check your plan instead of reacting emotionally. Ask yourself, was this planned? Does it fit my budget? Does it support my goals? Would I buy it without the discount? If the answer is no, walk away. The sale will end. The advertisement will disappear. The next product will come along. But your financial goals are still going to be there. Protect them. Remember, the best way to beat clever marketing isn't to stop buying things. It's to become a smarter buyer. Know the tactics. Create a pause. Have a financial shopping list. Give every paycheck a purpose. And make sure your money is working for the life you actually want, instead of constantly funding someone else's sales target. Because we are building real financial progress, one step at a time. If this video helped you spot marketing tricks that could be costing you money, like this video, subscribe, and comment Smart Spender below. And if you want a better system for organizing your paycheck and financial priorities, visit PaycheckPlanner.ai and start planning your money before you spend it.